Bro, guys, today we're gonna be reacting to a YouTuber. Mm-hmm. To a YouTuber. I don't know which YouTuber. Cubeinc. Yeah, Cubeinc. We are gonna be reacting about him. This one. Let's see here. Let's react to Roblox Legends went missing. Yeah, this one. Of course, there's gonna be an ad here.
When the Israelites saw Pharaoh's chariots, they were but God told Moses to raise.
Okay.
Imagine being adored by millions online, only to abandon them forever. Believe it or not, many Roblox players spent years building up their name, only to vanish at the height of it all.
Actually, I didn't know that, but
And for reasons you might not expect. So, to find out why they did this and where they could be, we need to dive into their full stories one by one. Starting with Azoo 5573.
what? A Zoo 5573. That's a random name, but let's continue.
An average kid who joined Roblox for the very first time, ready for the wonderful adventures that'll... what are you guys doing here? Oh my gosh, it's a zoo! Azoo, please friend me. No way I got in your server!
No way, I met you.
Hold up, why are you crowding this innocent player? Wait, what's that music? Well, I guess that explains it. Turns out this random kid is the billionth Roblox user, which was pretty big for the entire community, and especially for a zoo. Azoo loved all the attention she was getting.
Yeah, I hope I was him.
Well, at least for the time being. After a while, she noticed how valuable her account truly was. Literally a once-in-a-lifetime chance. She couldn't possibly let anyone ruin it. So to be safe, she cleared her friends list. But despite that, players still kept pestering her for obvious reasons.
I think this is the part where they're like trying to
I no longer be accepting friends. At all.
Yeah, surely your sacred account will be safe now. Right? Well, even with this warning, a player somehow stalked a zoo in a game and filmed it, except
I knew it. I knew it, guys. I just knew it.
she was acting a little bit off.
I have to tell you something depressing. Don't say this to anyone.
It's time to investigate. The video's title says a zoo got password guessed, a form of getting hacked. Her worst fear. That's a pretty bold claim, so we need at least two pieces of evidence. After she acted weird, a zoo, or who we think is a zoo, was asked,
"How'd you get into the account?"
and answered with,
"I just got the password."
So someone may have guessed her password and logged into the account.
So, you're not the real Azoo?
I hate to say it, but she could have been hacked by someone who's jealous. But, at the same time, she could have easily lied to get people away from her.
Exactly, bro. Oh my gosh, people are so dumb these days.
She did want to protect her account. I mean, that's something a normal kid would do, right? Well, we're forgetting a major piece of the puzzle. Her Roblox game. Or her home, as she says. In this game, you would expect something normal, considering she's an average player. I think. But if we join her game for 10 seconds... Yeah, this doesn't match up. Yeah, I'm out. With all this evidence, it's safe to say she just got hacked. But
Exactly, bro.
Strangely enough, the creepy game was made on the exact day she joined Roblox.
And guys, subscribe to me and Cubeinc, bro, because he's so good with videos. Yeah.
This may seem small, but it makes the story a lot darker. You see, if she was acting normal the entire time, how can she possibly make a game this scary right when she joined? This could mean one of two things. Either one, Azu is a pretty disturbing kid. Okay, probably not. Or two, she was immediately hacked right as she joined without even knowing. Thankfully, there's one more piece of evidence I forgot. The guy in the video from before also stated Azu logged out of her account for a whole month after she joined. Theoretically,
Yeah, that's a hacker. That's a hacker, guys. Also be safe at home, bro.
she could have logged out after making the account, only for someone else to hack in and make the creepy game, without her knowing, of course. And after a month, she logged back in and realized she was famous. So she took safety measures, only for her to get hacked again, as seen in this video. So from that point on, she's been exiled out of her special account for half a decade. The situation is honestly really sad. She's just an innocent kid who happened to be the billionth user. So lots of bad apples took that away. To this day, we don't know where she is or what she's up to. So let's hope our next story ends off on a happier note.
I wonder, bro. Also comment which YouTuber must I react to next.
Unlike a zoo, Ripple didn't join as some legendary player with everyone crowding him. In fact, he joined in 2008, one of Roblox's deadest times. But for Ripple, Roblox was a sandbox game, a canvas for creativity, and he wouldn't let his time stop him from creating something great. So with the help of his loyal brother, they began to work on game after game, with the goal of making something out of this small platform. But since it was 2009, none of them really surfaced. However, that's when an idea hit him. What if I took inspiration from a bigger game than Roblox? This is the PS1, a legendary game console with one of its biggest games being Destruction Derby, which he was a pretty big fan of. With this fun idea, Ripple morphed it into a brand new game, Roblox Derby. The game was simple. You spawn with a car, and your only goal is to crash into as many people as possible. This gives you points to level up your car. For legal reasons, I must clarify that this isn't Roblox. Well, for some odd reason, players found satisfaction out of vehicular assault,
I have a bulldozer!
causing the game to reach 7 million visits, which at the time converted to 700,000 Robux. A nice motivation to keep things going. By doing something that works and something you love, you're destined to succeed as long as you keep going at it. But as time went on, he noticed that other games beat him in competition. But being the dedicated dev he was, he used his money to grind out a new game. But unlike all the other games, this one had way more potential. It was way ahead of its time, but to fully understand how, let's compare it to a modern game, Star Rail Simulator. The sponsor
Damn. I like this video.
this video. Similarly to Ripple, the owner was inspired by Honkai Star Rail, a popular RPG. He turned it into a Roblox game where your goal is to defeat monsters to get credits for stronger abilities. And as for Ripple, he was inspired by every Roblox game, so we combined them all into one big idea which no one has ever thought of. Ripple minigames. How this game works is you and your friends are selected to play a random minigame with its own special game mode and vibe. Likewise, Star Rail Simulator is split into two main areas, each with their own vibes. And on top of that, a boss. Beating them gives you rewards to proceed to the next world. It's a clever parody of the actual game, so right off the bat, fans of Honkai flocked to the game's release. But as for Ripple, With over 30 mini-games, it's not a surprise that the game quickly did numbers. The games were all simple, so people outside of Roblox noticed it, and especially Roblox himself, which shows you why it's important.
I feel like
But back
making
to
my
our
own
modern
game
game.
right now.
Unlike most simulators, the game has an event every 10 minutes, spawning a server boss that everyone has to defeat with the help of Sparkle, Pom Pom, Black Swan, March 7th, and Blade. Special fighters
Wait, guys, must I make my own game? Also comment that.
that came from and can be used in the original Honkai. Anyways, beating the boss gives you Stellar Jades, a special currency to get even more OP abilities. And as for Honkai itself, you can use my code to get 50 Stellar Jades. So now it's a good time to check out the game's events. Oh, and speaking of events, every year Roblox hosts a special event, Egg Hunt, which everyone loved. To do this, he chose his favorite games to hide them, one of them being Ripple minigames. Immediately, players flocked to the game to find the eggs, but while doing so, got obsessed with the various different minigames it had to offer. Overnight, the game was hitting record numbers. Ripple was thriving, players were playing, and even Roblox himself was happy. With the game bringing life to the platform, this seems like the start of an incredible journey.
Yeah. I think we have to end there, guys. Peace. See you in the next video.